Good afternoon. I am Dr. Jen Wilson, principal of Roseville Area High School. On behalf of our entire staff, I would like to welcome all students, family members, and friends to our graduation ceremony celebrating the class of 2025. We would like to recognize and acknowledge the indigenous people of this land, past, present, and future, the Dakota, the Ojibwe, and the Sioux. Minnesota is home to 11 federally recognized tribal nations and 8 unrecognized tribal nations. Even the name Minnesota comes from the Dakota word Minnesota, meaning sky-tinted waters or sky blue waters. While a land acknowledgement is not enough, it's an important social justice and decolonial practice that promotes indigenous visibility and a reminder that we are on stolen indigenous land. Let this land acknowledgement be an opening for all of us to contemplate a way to join in decolonial and indigenous movements for sovereignty and self-determination. Additionally, reflecting on the ways we invite our Native students and families in their pursuit of a sovereign education at ROS as we continue our work together towards quality teaching and learning and equity in all we do. I now invite everyone to stand. Please remove your hats while the Rosetown American Legion posts the colors and the Roseville Area High School Band, under the direction of Ian McKnight, plays our national anthem. Please remain standing as the American Legion leaves the auditorium. Thank you to the Legion for posting the colors. may be seated. I'm excited to now invite Roz Senior Max Zek to come forward to give the student body welcome.
What's up, scholars? I'm Max Zek, a descendant of the Red Lake Nation. During my time here at Roz, I've had a lot of good experiences. I've learned a lot, both educational and everyday knowledge. Having to change classes from English 9, reading Romeo and Juliet, trying to figure out Shakespeare, to 12th grade mythology class. Watching Mr. McGillis pace back and forth reminded me of this word, Ija, which in Ojibwe means to move forward. Our graduation ceremony officially marks our time here as the class of 2025 to move forward. For people in my tribe, our celebrations are a way of life. For people, it brings us together spiritually, emotionally, and culturally. While you're getting your piece of paper today, ask yourself, what am I moving forward to? This ceremony is pushing us to Ija, and that's what we are doing, moving forward. The start of our story at Roz may be sad, happy, but how you started doesn't make you who you are. It's who you choose to be. And whether you are choosing to be in the trades, college, or go straight into the world, we are moving forward. But before we can do that, we must look and ask, who do we want to be? And that's scary, but we're finally free in the world. So harness that fear and Ija to the thing that inspires you. For me, I figured that kindness and caring is what inspires me. It's what made me choose my path in becoming a teacher. Having becoming a peer mentor, you see what it's like to help other students. When I'm in my Native American group, I'm helping the next set of students prepare for their path. And in return, they helped me. And so many others are doing the same. Cultural clubs have taught the future generations about who they are, where they come from. Athletics, they showed us our true physical abilities and taught everyone, including myself, how resilient we can truly be. And finally, to band, orchestra, speech, and theater, we see how people grow in confidence and self-worth. Many people gave me the support I needed to move forward. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Let's move from the bad and go with the good. Hopefully I see you later. And if I don't, have a good morning, good afternoon, a good graduation party, a good birthday, a good college life, a good first date, a good wedding. I wish you a good evening and a good night. Let's Ija miigwech.
Thank you, Max, for that welcome. As a reminder for all of our graduates and guests, it is an expectation of Roseville area schools that the ceremony remains dignified. Please refrain from coming onto the main floor to take photos of graduates anytime during the ceremony. You'll be able to meet the students in the Kellogg lobby once the ceremony is over. Please join me in thanking the incredible team that has made this graduation ceremony happen. From the amazing teachers and staff at Roz to our school board members and district leaders. Thank you specifically to Mr. Mike Schrader for his leadership and organization. Appreciation also goes out to our technology team, including Wayne and Jeremy, for the setup of a variety of systems to ensure today works. We appreciate Ian McKnight, Kellen McMillan, and our very talented musicians for their contribution to the program. At this time, I'd like to recognize all of the Roseville Area School staff members who have chosen to attend and celebrate with our graduates at today's ceremony. Please stand and remain standing so we can acknowledge your hard work supporting these students throughout their time in Roseville Area Schools. Please stand, staff. You can be seated, thank you. Today we gather to celebrate a remarkable journey, a journey filled with milestones, challenges, and triumphs. But before we look ahead, let's take a moment to reflect on the years that have shaped the class of 2025 and brought us to this meaningful moment. Class of 2025, your story began in 2007 or 2008, a time when the world was on the brink of transformation. You were born into a world where smartphones were just beginning to reshape our lives, social media was in its infancy, and technology was opening up new frontiers. You arrived full of potential, curiosity, and promise, the newest generation in an era of rapid change. In 2013, you likely took your first steps into kindergarten with a backpack too big for your shoulders and a heart full of wonder. It was a year of first friendships, the magic of story time, and discovering the simple joy of learning. The world watched as Pope Francis was named Pope, the word selfie was the Oxford Dictionary's word of the year, and Snapchat was just gaining popularity. The Frozen soundtrack and Let It Go had just captured our imaginations, just as your own imaginations were beginning to soar. By 2016, you were in 3rd grade, mastering multiplication tables and diving into chapter books that transported you to far-off lands. You may have played Pokemon Go and interacted with the environment in a whole new way, seen an Instagram story for the first time ever, or watched Hamilton explode, winning 11 Tony Awards. This was a time of growing confidence, curiosity, and capability. Oh, and this is when Stranger Things first debuted. In 2019, you finished elementary school and transitioned to middle school. For many of you in Roseville, it meant saying goodbye to your elementary days and navigating new hallways, new friendships, and new expectations. You were growing into your identity, exploring your passions, and learning the balancing act between academics and adolescence. That year, the world was inspired by Greta Thunberg and global youth activism, while Avengers Endgame reminded us of the strength found in unity, and Lil Nas X broke the record with Old Town Road. Then came 2020, a year we will never forget. As the world shut down, so did your classrooms. 7th grade ended abruptly, and you navigated school in the midst of a pandemic. Remote learning, isolation, uncertainty. It was a lot to carry, especially as middle school students. But you showed up, you adapted, you persevered, and in doing so, you developed resilience that will serve you a lifetime. In 2021, you started high school, and our world started to emerge again from the shadows of the pandemic. Vaccines rolled out, Simone Biles became a public figure for mental health, and driver's license became a musical hit. Over the past 4 years, you've witnessed a world grappling with change, from global health to social justice, from political shifts to technological leaps. You've engaged in conversations about equity, climate, identity, and the future. And through it all, you've grown into thoughtful, determined, and courageous young adults. And now here we are, 2025, your senior year. This year is a celebration of all you've overcome and all you've accomplished. You've finished strong, you've made friendships that feel like family, you've learned what matters most. You've shown us what the future looks like, and let me tell you, it is bright. As you step into this next chapter, carry the lessons of your journey with you. The wide-eyed wonder of kindergarten, the breakthrough of elementary school, the self-discovery of middle school, the grit and grace of pandemic life, and the wisdom and joy of your senior year. Congratulations, Roseville Area High School class of 2025. The world is waiting, and it needs exactly who you are. At this time, now please welcome Madison Lowe for our first commencement speech.
High school was quite a journey. I started out quiet and kind of invisible. Instead of saying my thoughts out loud, I wrote them down in the form of letters. Love letters, actually. One for every crush I've ever had. I kept them hidden until one day they got out. All my secret feelings were exposed. I was so utterly embarrassed. I even fell for a guy that I started fake dating. Okay, so that wasn't actually my life. That was Lara Jean Covey's life, the Netflix rom-com To All the Boys I've Loved Before. But admit it, I probably had you there for a second. Although high school wasn't anything like a teenage rom-com where the shy girl and jock fall in love, where people create choreographed promposals, what we did have was real. 4 years of growth, change, and resilience. Whatever you're feeling today, know that many people are proud of you, and you deserve to be proud of yourself. We are a special class, not just because we tested every limit set by administration, but because we entered high school after a worldwide pandemic that altered our learning. A lot can change between high school and middle school. We all probably cringe at our middle school selves. As we changed, the world around us did too. New discoveries, new technology, new world leaders, and so much more. Many of these new ideas challenged our unity, sometimes pulling people to choose sides. This resulted in a feeling that our world was divided. However, there's a silver lining in feeling divided. It made us search for belonging and commonality with others. This caused us to join sports teams, clubs, or form close-knit friendships. I guess this was our version of forming the jocks, the geeks, and the populars. Though we all went to Roz, our experiences varied. Maybe some of you only looked forward to seeing your friends. Maybe you were only looking to get your work done. Or maybe you were only looking forward to sports practice. Or maybe you were just trying to avoid getting rushed to class by the BIs. Belonging to a group adds a sense of identity, support, and purpose. While finding belonging is important, I've learned that it shouldn't come at the cost of losing yourself. This year, I realized how much our world benefits from original ideas and thinking differently. For example, Ruth Wakefield, who invented the chocolate chip cookie by accident. She had run out of baker's chocolate while baking cookies, leading her to break chunks of a Nestle's chocolate bar as a substitute. Original ideas, like Ruth's, help us foster creativity, solve problems, and add goodness to the world. I mean, imagine a world without chocolate chip cookies. So don't be afraid to be yourself, share your ideas and creativity. They might change the world just like chocolate chip cookies did. I also recall being in Mr. Engelking's AP Language and Composition class, where I learned the value of open-mindedness. In class, we had Socratic seminars where we shared our opinions about the reading material. It was fascinating to hear everyone's different interpretations. I remember agreeing with some interpretations and disagreeing with others. I sometimes felt uncomfortable or even confused. While teenage rom-coms are easy to follow and make you feel comfortable, remember that discomfort demonstrates growth and new ideas forging. The world progresses when we're willing to understand each other and keep an open mind. So as we head into the next chapter of our lives, it is easy to feel like the credits are rolling and your movie is ending. But just like a classic rom-com, this chapter of your life is only the sequel waiting to begin. Therefore, I encourage you to stay original and open-minded. Be kind. Learn from people who are different from you and that may share different viewpoints. Watch international films and taste foods from other cultures. And of course, don't be afraid of feeling uncomfortable sometimes. I guarantee you that in those moments of difference, you'll find connection and growth. You might also discover ways to make our world stronger and more peaceful for everyone to thrive in. Oh, and try to stay away from fake dating people and writing fake love letters, unless you want to turn your life into a rom-com. Thank you.
Thank you, Madison. At this time, I would like to welcome the Roz Goodfellas group to sing Landslide under the direction of Mr. Kellen McMillan. Thank you to the Goodfellows. Now at this time, we will present and give the special academic recognition to students in the academic top 1% of the graduating class of 2025. Each student will be presented an academic honor medallion by our Associate Superintendents, Delon Smith and Melissa Sonic. Will our top 1% students please join us on stage? After you're done reading, then you'll pick up those three and answer script.
Honorees, please step forward when I read your names. Brooke Bacon. Brooke is the daughter of Ryan Bacon and Kelly Benson. She will attend Grand Canyon University in the fall. Brooke's favorite quote is, "Why take life so seriously if no one makes it out alive?" Marit Haugen. Marit is the daughter of Dane and Simone Haugen. She will attend the Ohio State University in the fall. Marit's favorite quote is from Mary Oliver. "Finally, I saw that worrying had come to nothing, and I gave it up. And I took my old body and went out into the morning and sang."
Nu To Win Hong. Nu To Win is the daughter of Gao Sheng Hong and Tae Tan Vang Nguyen. She will attend the University of Minnesota Twin Cities in the fall. Nu To Win's favorite quote is from Audrey Hepburn. "Nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible." Archer Holman. Archer is the son of Jenny Holman, Kurt Koppelman, and Eric Holman. He will attend Northwich University of the Arts, Northwich, UK, in the fall. Archer's favorite quote is from Arcane by Christian Link and Alex Yee. "When every equation was solved, all that remained were fields of dreamless solitude. There is no price to perfection, only an end to pursuit." All right. Ava Schaffhausen. Ava is the daughter of William and Karen Schaffhausen. She will attend the University of Minnesota Twin Cities in the fall. Ava's favorite quote is from Tony Pierce Sands, "Nothing to prove, only to share." Congratulations, students. Let's give a round of applause for our students in the top 1% of the 2025 graduating class.
It's now my pleasure to introduce the second commencement speaker from the class of 2025, Francesca Geffrey.
I have only ever been to one other graduation, and the only thing I remember is feeling bored. Something I'm sure some of you feel right now. But today, I feel an odd combination of grief for the end of our time together, but also excitement for the journey ahead. The journey that begins as we walk across this very stage. My time at Roz has taught me more than ChatGPT or Snapchat AI ever could. To think when we walked into this building, we didn't know how to write a 5-paragraph essay, or how photosynthesis works, or how to find the natural log of a function. And while I cannot promise that I will remember any of these, I can guarantee that my time here will not be forgotten. I have made memories here that will be ingrained in my brain forever. From the big things, like performing a skit at the Pops concert or making it to state with my cross-country team, to the weird things, because I'm sure we all remember the Roz Caught Sleeping Instagram account from our freshman year. Even the day-to-day stuff is memorable, like getting told, "Let's get to class, Raiders," by every staff member in the building every single day. Or for some of us, that one special day during homecoming week when we finally got to wear togas during Toga Tuesday, and consequently realized why togas are no longer a part of our daily wardrobe. And although I just listed some highlights, I know that high school was not always fun. Between staying up late to do homework and getting a bad grade on a test, I'm sure every one of us has said, "Oh, I just cannot wait to graduate," at least once in our last 4 years, maybe even every 4 minutes. And hey, I can't blame you, I said it too. However, now that we've finally done it, I'm here to tell you that we were wrong to wish away our time together. Since the beginning, we've been focused on the next step, never fully soaking in what we have in our present moment. This starts with childhood. We were, and are, constantly questioned. What do you want to be when you grow up? Seems like such an easy get to know you, right? But as any person with a cap and gown on today knows, it is not an easy answer. We can no longer respond with things like cowboy, or race car driver, or ice cream taste tester, regardless of how epic they may sound. Side note, if any of you do score a job taste testing ice cream flavors, please let me know. Nowadays, though, we are expected to have realistic career goals and to plan for the rest of our lives, even if we are only teenagers. And while I'm not generally someone to hate on a plan, I've realized that sometimes they prevent us from living life to the fullest. As I reflected on our time together, I noticed how much of high school is spent just going through the motions. Go to class, eat lunch, awkwardly decide whether or not to say hi to an old teacher in the hallway, go back to class, and then go home. Of course, there is a certain comfort to knowing what will happen each day, who you'll see, what you'll eat, what you'll learn. So while today is about taking a step forward, sometimes we need to take a step back and acknowledge what we have. Or I guess, what we had. And now I know we're done with school, so I'm not gonna go full English Socratic mode on you, but just hear me out. In my mythology class this year, shout out Mr. McGillis, wherever you are, we read the Epic of Gilgamesh. Written in ancient Sumeria, it is the oldest written story in the world, 5,000 years old. Long story short, the main character has a bit of an ego problem and wants to live forever. In the end, he tries and fails to become immortal, and is reminded that in order to fully live, we must accept all of life, the good and the bad. for being the most ancient book in the world. Still pretty relevant, huh? All of us graduating today are at a crossroads in life. We're all going down different paths and meeting new people. But the time we had at Roseville was memorable. So I hope that every single one of us meets amazing new people and forms amazing new memories. But I also ask that you don't forget your time here, because our time together was special. We discovered who we are and who we want to be. Whatever your future holds, I hope you reflect on your time in high school to realize that life moves fast. Next thing you know, it'll be our 10-year class reunion. We'll be at a drastically different part of our life. So, don't take your time for granted. Live in the moment. Say yes to all those new adventures. And know that even after you've walked across this stage, that you'll always be a Roseville Raider. Thank you.
Thank you, Francesca. It is now my privilege to introduce our Roseville Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jenny Lake.
Thank you. As Frankie mentioned, are you all excited to walk across this stage? Yes, so I better keep it short. Again, good afternoon. As Dr. Wilson said, my name is Jenny Lake, and it's my true honor to serve as the superintendent of Roseville area schools. As I look out at all of you, the class of 2025, and the families, friends, and staff members who have gathered here to celebrate you, I'm filled with hope. Not just because of what you've accomplished, but because of who you are becoming. Dr. Wilson spoke so eloquently about your journey, about the joys you've experienced and the challenges you've overcome. You've experienced so much in your time here, and today you stand on the threshold of something new. But before you race ahead into the future, before the next plan, the next decision, or the next chapter, I want to ask you to pause. Don't rush to figure out who you need to be or what you're going to do. Rest, just for this moment, in who you already are. Not who you've become, not who you're becoming, but what's next, just you. Take a breath, soak in the moment, the ceremony, the celebration, this recognition of your growth, your effort, and your resilience. You are worthy of this pause. And when you're ready, when the moment has settled in, go ahead and imagine your next bold move. The world is waiting, and I have no doubt you'll meet it with courage, purpose, and heart. As you ponder your next bold move, consider the words of Dr. Tunde Akawali. Dr. Akawali is a British attorney, and he speaks about not waiting until everything is just so to move forward and make your next bold move. He warns that while you are waiting and hesitating and doubting, someone else is moving and presenting and deciding. In the words of Dr. Akawali, speak even if it shakes, apply even if you're unsure, lead even if no one claps, and go even if no one follows. And so he concludes, because the world doesn't follow the flawless, it follows the ones who move before they were ready. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are so very proud of you.
Thank you, Dr. Lake. At this time, I will ask Roz Sr., Elise Bars, and Myle Hamilton to please come forward to read the graduate names on the class roll. Superintendent Lake and the Roseville Area School Board members. Upon recommendation of the faculty at Roseville Area High School, I hereby certify that the members of the class of 2025 have completed all requirements set forth by Independent School District 623 and the Minnesota Department of Education. As a reminder for all of our graduates and guests, it is an expectation of Roseville area schools that the ceremony remains dignified. In order for all family members to clearly hear each student's name announced, please refrain from using air horns or other noisemakers in order to best honor each of our graduates. Also, please refrain from coming onto the main floor to take photos of graduates during the ceremony. You'll be able to meet the students in the Kellogg lobby once the ceremony is over. Thank you. Elisa and Maya will now be reading the names of each of our Roseville Area High School Class of 2025 graduates.
Iman Yasin Abdi.
Ginger Grace Anderson.
Hamdi Abdinor Abdirahim.
Grant Anderson.
Salma Abdullahi.
Lucas Sebastian Anderson.
Haza Abdulakar Abdullahi.
Peter Donald Anderson.
Sushanta Akari.
Addison Marie Andre.
Darnell Jaquin Adams Jr.
Wyatt Nathaniel Ankrum.
Talash Adakari.
Sierra Gabriela Ansara.
Allison Aguilara Lemus.
Talaya Michaela Armstrong.
Tahila Deki Alarando.
Lujane Aseb Asamare.
Anis Muhammad Ali.
Benjamin Logan Aspinall.
Hanid Sherman Ali.
Gayla So Ong.
Avery Bernard Allen.
Novem Ong.
Avery Alejandra Alvarado.
Nayi A.
Annika Vivian Anderson.
Brooke Mackenzie Bacon.
Carly Gloria Rose Anderson.
Carolina Banda Lappi.
Jose Emmanuel Bena Flores.
Evan August Brandon Garthune.
Brianna Baker.
Jonas Rolfe Braithen Johnson.
Lily Ann Livingstone Baker.
Clarissa Brees.
Aiden J. Balo.
Joseph Henry Bigham.
Akiona Veronto Bass.
Lucas Oliver Brochu.
Benjamin Marshall Beal.
Jaden Renee Brooks.
Maxwell Zachary Beal.
Troy Alexander Broughton.
Emmanuel Orello Bello.
Edward Walker Brownell.
Christopher Neen Bello Zolta.
Eduardo Bueno.
Sydney Morgan Pharisee Bashar.
Adeline Marie Buer.
Asha Mohammed Bashar.
Darren Birch Walker.
Anthony India Black.
Ian Ryan Burns.
Jacob James Boss.
Marco Antonio Bustamante.
Samuel Alexander Bradbury.
Nora Lee Kaflish.
Natalie Johanna Calderon Novas.
Joseph William Calabrese.
Connor Jerome Campbell.
Christoph Mitchell Clausen.
Vincent Stephen Campbell.
Ernest Marco Evans Collins IV.
Angel Omar Campos Romo.
Riley Marie Collins.
Anaya Aline Carlson.
Abinette Martin Arja Colvet.
Daphne Carmichael Healy.
Malia Katrina Conrad.
Alex Louis Carrillo.
Cody Robert Cregan.
Joanna Calazes Ariano.
Logan Lucille Cregan.
Gabriel Cannon Sealing.
Marcel Bryce Cross.
Caroline Chenta Kama.
Jolter Crown.
Anoop Choptagai.
Katie Michaela Cuatro Martinez.
Louisa V. Cherry.
Kaylee N. Quelly.
Anaya LaDonna Churcher.
Max Joseph Zek.
Lyric Rose Churcher.
Sophia Dang.
Eveline Chuhang Yu.
Jacole Rosemary Davis.
Cadence Tyra Davison.
Madeline Felicity Davis.
Pa Ra Day.
Kaylee Jane Fawcett.
Kimberly Del Agua Mendoza.
Liddell Scott Ellenberg.
Ashley Dureras Rios.
Mohammed Elnor.
Lenora Sabine DeVries.
Alexander Bay England.
Holden Elviro Delora.
Eliana Joy Erickson.
Alex Somdin.
Anna Jotil Estrada.
Jocelyn Dominguez Gomez.
Nicholas John Ewing.
Larissa Nasreen Doran.
Trevor Bennett Eggerness.
Sean Marine Droff.
Noah Jeffrey Farnsworth.
Ryan Robert Deuce.
Jacob Richard Elm.
Zion Dunn.
Alexander James Fisek.
Brianna Dewey.
Evelyn Elise Fieldseth.
Hugh Ike.
Adeline May Florin.
Zalea Els.
Andre Michael Facey.
Madison Fry.
Mars Lynn Foster.
Aiden Fries.
Susan Gurung.
William Frizio. Monet Rain Garcia.
Zachary Paul Gronowski.
Dante Micah Gavin.
Melanie Lynn Peterson Graval.
Callie Alexandra Syke Gavin.
Aaliyah Natalie Maria Greer.
Soon Miracle Gabala.
Elizabeth Ann Grossi.
Francesca Jean Zabotnik Geffrey.
Adrian Geider.
Noah John George.
Hongting Gua.
Nazarawi Tagain Getacho.
Anamol Gurung.
Alana Shania.
Binam Gurung.
Charlotte Ellen Georgie.
Birenja Gurung.
Ren Mabel Gaki.
Rohan Gurung.
Maylee Marie Gorman.
Rojan Gurung.
Dylan Daniel Hageman.
Sonia Gurung.
Ayub Hagi Hassan.
Matrina Gifa Goza Maxwell.
Samia Haj Mohammed.
Irfan Abib.
Jocelyn Michelle Hales.
Marit June Habner.
Jackson Scott Halida.
Adriana Noel Hagner.
Rainia Monique Hall.
Tua Zanka Zafan Her.
Dalia Hamed.
Antonio Hernandez Cruz.
Miles Thomas Hamilton.
Ashley Herrera Zurate.
Pengzung Heng.
Oliver Hoichele.
Jaden Hansen.
Natalie Marie Hyber.
Ziamara Hansen.
Colin Jack Heights.
Jonathan Harmon.
Nutu Huang.
Hannah Hassan.
Phoenix Ida Holden.
Ian Hauer.
Archer James Holman.
Jada Holtz.
Tyson Gregory Holt.
Maggie Holzmer.
Beatrice Rose Holterhouse.
Alden Homzik.
Mohammed Ali Jabir.
Quinton Stefan Maurice.
Hector Hokobo.
Aura Christara Horman.
Elizabeth Jacobson.
Natalie Francis Horseman.
Samuel Lee Jacobson.
Jackson Horwath.
Ainsley Grace Jaboski.
Trenton House.
Alicia Schuyler Gendro.
Ese Kutu.
Talia Marie Michelle Jenkins.
Angelina Victoria Huretu.
Madison Johnson.
Mark Gerald Hugg.
Solveig Renee Johnson.
Camille Jane Huntley.
Miles Alexander Jones.
Sage Tran Huynh.
Sam Cooper Jorgensen.
Sumaya Abakar Irahem.
Justin Gerald Joryman.
Saham Ines.
Kimberly Juarez Morales.
Frederica Mayam Kahara.
Avery Lynn Yunker. Jean Aiden Kokobu.
Cheltu Abu Kadir.
Lloyd Raymond John Conker.
Brandon Edward Kepton.
Louis William John Conker.
Jaden Darius Kennedy.
Natalie Ray Kors.
Som Kadadra.
Coralie Marie Kozak.
Caitlin Marie Kimmis.
Kyra Haley Crook Magnuson.
Layla Ray Kimmis.
Dylan Gabriel Labs.
Lillian Grace Kimmis.
Beck Moriarty.
Rose Marie Kindy.
Riley John Lackner.
Owen Thomas King.
Samuel Law.
Soren Frederick Clarkfist.
Ava May Lambert.
Aaron Tennant Hudson.
Wilson Rolando Landaverde.
Braden Edward Cap.
Haley Irene Landy.
Sophie Amelia Kogler.
Ruby Morgan Larson.
Julia Faith Kohanek.
Braden Patrick Lavelle.
Skylar Nicole Laws.
Peter Matthew Linneberry.
Isabella Rose Lawson.
Kellen James Little.
Michelle Pauley.
Madison Lowe.
Olivia Santiago Leo.
Thomas James Lofton.
Brooklyn Lavia Lee.
Angel Giovanni Lopez Mendoza.
Chimeng Lee.
Nuchi Lore.
Cormac Lee.
Tegan Rain Lucas.
Herb Lee.
Yahir Luna Pineda.
Kevin Lee.
David Liu.
Kaying Kongmon Lee.
Abdulrahman Mohammed Mahdi.
Maxwell Yupeng Lee.
Prentice Gordon Meyer.
Evan Letts.
Natalie Mae Mackey.
Jenna Mackenzie Levine.
Grayson Jean Malner.
Lucy Ryan Lewandowski.
Casey Brandon Mancia Madrid.
Jaden Lewis.
Miguel Angel Mancia Montoya.
Wilbur Maravilla.
Roman Daniel McNerney.
Alana Rain Morano.
Robert James Machura.
Alea Martin.
Sophie Maya Medrano.
Isla Inez Martin.
Ermias McConan.
Olivia Jane Martin.
Lara Ann Deborah Emery Molina.
Sophie Ellen Martin.
Guadalupe Mendez.
Sean Douglas Mishank.
Samantha Molly Mermelstein.
Natalie Moravo Matores.
Bennett Simon Meyer.
Jesus Mateo Rosa.
Virgilio Mesa Galindo.
Patience Nevea Matthews.
Clara Ann Milich.
Esther Anne Marie Mao.
Martin Millanov.
Artorius Derek Michael Mayer.
Martin Charles Miller.
Mason Joseph McCarthy.
Javon Timothy Donald Miner.
Serenity Rose McKinley.
Zinni Thatha Mo.
Kimara Simone McKinley.
Elijah Jacob Moen.
Musin Abu Bakar Mohammed.
Liliana Grace Mullen.
Zamzam Mohamud.
Havala Sophia Munson.
Eric Daniel Montalavo.
Nicholas Gabriel Murray.
Callie Elizabeth Montazon.
Oliver Michael Murray.
Noraya Naki Moore.
Samuel Alexander Murray.
Alessandra Roselli Morales.
John Michael Murtaugh.
Karena Morris.
Abdullahi Abdinor Muse.
Cassandra Moore.
Ismael Mustafa.
Chad Moore.
Nayama Ruth Myers.
Chi Meng Moore.
Christian Louis Nail.
Jesslyn Gogon Mwao.
Chloe Nahapitian.
Savannah Moore.
Jocelyn Yvette Nahera.
Summer Mueller.
Samuel Douglas Nath.
Khaled Mukhtar.
Rafael Navarrete Mesa.
Mirembe Christine Muletu.
Jackson Navarro.
Hibak Noor.
Chloe Jolynn Oscarson.
Trevor John Nightguns.
Abdullahi Ibrahim.
Vivian Isabel Wynn.
Mara Schneider Owen.
Ahmed Ibrahim Nur.
Anna Elizabeth Parker.
Mohamed Soliman Nur.
Alexis Pavone Espinosa.
Layla K. Nelson.
Sirmular Pa.
Hai Ku Na.
Roshar Pa.
Ava Lee O'Neill.
Ta Ni Pa.
Joby Thomas O'Rourke.
Vicente Emilio Pepe Auraugo.
Kevin Lee O'Rourke.
Lily Renee Peter Fessel.
Olivia Rose Olberding.
Christina Huen Fan.
Ilias Omar.
Olivia Grace Pickering.
Shakria Omer.
Rachel Ann Pickering. Alicia Patrice Pollard.
Layla Orcutt.
Bjorn Carl Reppy.
Ava Usanu.
Jacob Reyes.
Stephen James Poppy.
Nadia Ann Richardson.
Henry Moises Pratt.
Maylee Rose Rimmer.
Kai Lottie Prescott.
Amaje Marie Robinson.
Landon Price.
Leonte R. Robinson.
Luke Charles Promer.
Juan Ignacio Rocha Enriquez.
Tate Quinley.
Mark Anthony Rocha Menjivar.
C. Para.
Catalina Jane Rodriguez.
Rosemary Ray.
Megan Gray Rorick.
Alejandro Eduardo Ramos.
Duncan Patrick Roper.
Brandon David Ramos Rodas.
Nell Elizabeth Ruland.
Enrique Benjamin Rango.
Summer Rose Ryan.
Jeanette Rangel Perez.
Leo Brock Bernard Satchstetter.
Jada Bernie Marie Reese.
Deanna Seide.
Calvin Richard Rake.
Savion M. Shepard.
Max Richard Boyd.
Devin Sharethsta.
Henry Carter Samuelson.
Trent Andrew Silverthorne.
Guadalupe Milagro Sanchez.
Aiden Howard Simmons.
Yamira Sanchez Morales.
Leah Karina Sledidal.
Biswadeep Sakota.
Ijanhi Dijon Smith.
Mu Se.
Nina Jean Smith.
Ava Schaffhausen.
Nora Claire Brady Smith.
Eleanor Rita Majorie Strenzi.
Malia Jordan Smith Perkins.
Shiloh Sholetti.
Eva Moyette Smith.
Claire Isabel Schleiper.
Colton Lou Sobaski.
Evelyn Suyong Schmidt.
Thomas Theodore Sobaski.
Tori Schmidt.
Adrian Benjamin Solis.
Elizabeth Claire Schneider.
Kayel Hariel Soto.
Selah Claire Sedlasek.
Aiden Sulisak.
Sophia Claire Sethi.
Austin Sean Del Taylor.
Layla Sheikh Mohammed.
Isaac Edward Taylor.
Madeline Johanna Spies.
Owen Vang Tao.
Akira Strep Curry.
Fangson Amon Tao.
Arsenia Stanley.
Benjamin Paul Thone.
Lawson Howard Stevens.
David Amar Thomas.
Daviani Jakari Stone.
Livia Joanne Thomas.
Amen Suba.
Olivia Louise Thomas.
Jamie Marie Sumner.
Tyler James Thompson.
Next Sunstrom.
Nate Thurston.
Dominic Francis Suda.
Emily Tierra Blanca Gavilan.
Luke Nathaniel Sweatland.
Nadia Lisa Tipka.
Sophia Joy Severson.
Dashel Darwin Title.
Eugene Tara.
Jennifer Gohoa Bang.
Tatiana Sira Talley.
Jessica Gochoa Bang.
Kathy Tran Tam.
Kylan Bang.
Julia Elaine Tatton.
Salifia Bang.
Sweden Marie Tix.
Tiki Morkong Bang.
Jackson Tollefson.
Trish Bang.
Malia Michelle Tambaka.
Miguel Angel Vega Gomez.
Jacob Treseca.
Kenneth Israel Vicuna Sojos.
Nevaeh Ann Giselle Cheetah.
Esleen Joanna Videa Hernandez.
Mallory Turk.
Jacob Robert Villela.
Camille Ruby Utiera.
Lauren Penelope Vono.
Samuel Vale.
Connor Vu.
Evelyn Valancourt.
Luke Vu.
Myra Amigdil.
Persana Vu.
Mirembe Eleanor Grace Van Vorst.
Dylan Wong.
Ryan James Vandervest.
Tyler Michael Wiley.
Emma Zalupa Bang.
Adam Zhong.
Jada Bang.
Jacobo Zhong.
Tatum Ann Wegeman.
Asia Yang.
Sir Wah.
Eden Yang.
Hati Wah.
Jin Yang.
Dane Michael Way.
Joshua Yang.
Trig Weber.
Makaya Yang.
Nils Joseph Winnell.
Jaya Yang.
Miles Jefferson Whitcomb.
Persia Yang.
Annika Wachowski.
Victoria Yang.
Mason Robert Williams.
Emilian Lene Alana Yarbrough.
Ava Samantha Winston.
Ezra Young.
Russell Wirtz.
Edmund Yusuf.
Greta Ann Wizkes.
Yesenia Acosta.
Anna Elizabeth Wold.
Adriana Williams.
Ella Watley Woltz.
Maria Agoyor.
Rex Goliath Krumpa.
Ursula Leanger.
Seema Ruth Zegler.
Adriana Hawkins.
Haida Youssef.
Giovanni Birch.
Fardoza Mukhtar Youssef.
Alea Lee.
Benjamin Zaid.
Alexandra Romero Landaverde.
Avery Bell Zander.
Katie Pegueros Ranteria.
Isaac John Zoomer.
Tony Bates.
Logan Douglas Yunker.
Nathaniel Briggs. Olivia Ann Martin. Kalolo Maria Shane. Ishan Pope. I don't have her name. Tamima Sago.
Elise Naomi Jane Gray Bars.
Maya Sue Hamilton.
Congratulations to the class of 2025. At this time, we do have a special announcement. Due to the full capacity of today's event, we want to make sure everyone departs in an orderly manner. We will not be releasing families and audience members until all of our graduates have left the auditorium. Once all graduates have departed, we'll make an announcement when families should leave. Families should meet their graduates in the Kellogg lobby. As a reminder, you'll again meet in the Kellogg lobby. Graduates will exit Roy Wilkins. And now I will invite Ra's senior student council officers and senior members, Havza, Carolina, Nora, Trenton, Alicia, Soren, Isla, Madison, Mira, Ava, Devin, and Sophie to the front of the stage to lead the class of 2025 in the final symbol of graduation. Please come forward. You guys can go on both sides. 2025 graduates, please stand and join together in the moving of your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, you may now toss your cap.